Good day. So we are here in chapter 2 of Purposive Communication, which is communication and globalization. So cultural issues affecting communication. In this age of globalization, workplaces are increasingly integrated. This makes communication and a cross-cultural understanding more crucial for everyone, including executives, business leaders, workplace managers, and employees. So there are issues, no, that may affect you in uh, or affect your communication. Kasi you have different cultures and different beliefs, no? So we have here factors affecting the field of communication. So we have cultural identity, racial identity, ethnic identity, gender roles. So let's discuss first the cultural identity. Okay, culture can be as values, attitudes, and ways of doing things that a person brings with him from a particular place where he has brought up as a child. So kung paano ka po lumaki o kung ano ang iyong kinalakihan. Okay, values and attitude have an impact on communication across culture because each person's norm can be different from other people. Okay, iba-iba po tayo ng kultura ng kinalakihan. That's why we must respect the culture of other people. So racial identity. Okay, it refers to how one's membership of a particular race affects how one interacts with coworkers or different races. Ito po ay yung lahi. For example, Filipino. Next is ethnic identity. It highlights the role and ethnicity plays in how two coworkers from different cultures interact with one another. So it talks about ethnicity of a person. Now, next is gender roles. This means that communication between members of different culture is affected by how different societies views the roles of men and women. So, iba-iba daw po kasi ang roles na ah, pinapakita or na ibinibigay pag babae o lalaki. Pag lalaki ganito, pag babae ganito. Yan. Meron daw po kasi pagkakaiba no, sa view ng society when it comes to gender. Okay? Pero kahit naman babae o kahit lalaki, kung kaya mo talagang gawin or gusto mong gawin ng isang bagay, magagawa mo po iyon. Okay, so dapat daw po hindi nakaka-apekto ang gender roles when you are communicating to other people. Okay? We have individual identity. So this impacts cross-cultural communication. This is how a person communicates with other culture, depending on his own unique personality traits and how he esteems themselves. So kung ano ang pinoportray mo, kung sino ka, okay? Kung paano ka makitungo sa ibang tao. And we have social class. Okay? Refers to level of society that a person was born into, or reference when determining who she wants to be and how she acts accordingly. Okay? So, meron po tayo, di ba, yung may kaya, nasa middle lang, yung mga may hirap, or yung mga meron din namang mahirap. So, it depends daw po, no? Yun daw po, nakaka-apekto ang social class in communication. Kasi, pag parang sa tingin mo, ay, parang mahirap to, ayoko nang kausapin to, ay, parang mayaman to, ay, baka marami tong alam kasi mayaman. Ay, eskwelahan, mga ganun, no? Nadja-judge natin based on social class. Okay, so dapat daw po, hindi po nakaka-apekto yun, no? Don't judge others, no? Base sa ano ang kasuotan nila o ano ang kung nasaan man sila. Okay? So, respect po natin ang isa't isa. Age identity, okay, this might be thought of an in terms of generation gap, or this refers to how members of different age groups interact with one another. For example, yung mga matatanda or yung may mga edad, okay, di ba? Ginagalang sila ng mga kabata. Okay? Pero, meron naman, di ba? Depende sa tao eh, no? Pero kadalasan sa ating kultura, ginagalang natin or nagpapakita tayo ng paggalang sa mga mas nakakatanda. Ano? Meron din daw pong tinatawag na generation gap. Kung mapapansin nyo, ah, pag kunyari, sa mga parents or sa mga nakakatanda, nagkakwentuhan, mapapansin nyo, ay, nung panahon namin, ganito, ay, nung panahon namin, ganyan, ganyan. Meron po, yun po yung sinasabi nilang generation gap. So, iba yung generation noon sa generation ngayon. Marami din naman po kasing factors na nakaka-apekto. That's why, meron po tinatawag na generation. Okay. The roles identity. It refers to the different roles a person plays in his or her life, including their roles as a husband or wife, father, mother or child, employer or employee, and so on. So, iba-iba role mo. Ikaw, as a person, ano ang role mo? So, nakaka-apekto daw po yun sa communication. So, cultural barriers of effective communication. Okay, effective communication with people of different culture is especially challenging. Culture provides people with ways of thinking, ways of seeing, hearing, and interpreting the world. Stella Tumbi describes the three ways in which culture interferes with effective cross-cultural understanding. So we have here three daw po. Cognitive, behavior, and emotional constraints. So let's discuss cognitive constraints. These are the frames of reference or word views that provide a backdrop, that all new information is compared to or inserted in. Okay. So next is behavior constraints. Each culture has its own rules about proper behavior which affect verbal and non-verbal communication. And last one is emotional constraints. Okay? Different culture regulates the display of emotions differently. Some culture gets very emotional when they are debating issues. So ito po yung sa cognitive, sa mind, sa behavior is yung affective mo, as well as emotion, no? Sa iyong affected domain. Okay, global issues affecting communication. Communication as well as technology have impacts on society. Communication is used for a number of purposes. Okay? Both society and organizations depend on communication to transfer information. So, meron na pong electronic gadgets like radios, television, internet, and social medias. Okay? Yun yung mga ginagamit daw po natin to communicate. Kasi globally. So, syempre, pangmalayuan siya. Long range, kumbaga. Technologies have improved education and learning process. Okay? So, aminin po man natin, no, na ang technology ay talagang nakakatulong sa atin, especially sa inyong students na tulad nito, meron po tayong online class. Okay, kasi yung iba, malalayong lugar, hindi nila kayang pumunta sa school araw-araw. That's why we have or we use technology to study pa rin or to pursue studying. Impact of communication to the world. So sabi ni Sean Lewis, okay, pointed out that communication has an impact in on global lives. Communication is now possible with the help of wireless technology. For example, ang inyo po mga mobile phones. Ayan, wireless technology is the fastest and best form of technology that we could ever ask for. Okay, kasi dati, sobrang hirap pa po ng way of communication. Magsusulat ka pa, okay? Ipapadala mo pa yun. Pag na-receive niya, pag nabasa niya, susulat siya, ipapadala niya din sa kung nasaan ka mang lugar. Pero ngayon, mas pinadali na po dahil meron na po tayong mga mobile phones or mga gadgets na ginagamit, no? To communicate sa mga tao or sa mga mahal natin sa buhay na nasa malayong lugar. Okay, next po is impact on healthcare. The medical assistance relates to information and treatment easier to distribute remote rural areas where earlier there has no communication possible. Okay, impact on AIDS of catastrophic events. Okay, for example, nasa malayong lugar. So, you use technology. Ay, bumabagyo po dito, lumulindol po dito sa lugar namin. Okay, mas madali nang i-report na meron nang mangyayari na meron nang nangyayaring mga sakuna, okay, sa lugar nyo. So, madali nang makahingi ng tulong. Last one is impact on news reporting. Okay, so katulad ng sabi ko kanina, kahit na nasa malayong lugar, madali na pong mabalita or mapaalam sa mga kinauukulan na meron nang nangyayari ditong sakuna, may baha, may bagyo, may lindol. So, mas madali na pong i-report. Okay, so yun po yung impact ng communication or global communication sa atin. Okay, so that's for chapter 2. Okay, see you next time sa ating chapter 3. I hope na meron po kayong goodbye.
For more ICCT College's video updates, please subscribe and click the notification button.